What is up, my? There's nobody here yet, of course. Of course, there wouldn't be anyone here. Oh my god. Oh, I couldn't watch that shit anymore. I figured I'd stream. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I'm kind of out.
Seven, you couldn't have like sprites getting scaling, getting big.
We fucking know all this. A lot of us know this shit. In fact, some of us know probably more than you do. I can't watch that mess anymore. I was watching Rich. Couldn't watch Rich anymore. Jesus Christ. It was so fucking painful. It was just getting painful. It was getting annoying and frustrating, and I just want to work on some. I'm going to get this up out of the way. Hopefully, it looks okay with me doing like this. Oh my god. What do I got left of me here? Jesus Christ, there's just like sand and speckly and the weird dirt, and I don't even fucking know. There's only so much I can fucking come up with either. There's a lot of mountains and shit. Fuck. Yeah. Honestly, this is all I can come up with for this. This is it. This is all I can come up with. I just want to get away from things. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, 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 right. Let me copy this first. Damn it. Let's leave that. That's what makes it kind of pop out. Hmm. There's only so much I can stand. I can't stand no more. Fuck me. Fuck me sideways. Hmm. Might have to color the. I understand. It's alright. Sorry I started so late. It's understandable. Completely understandable. Totally understandable. Hmm. Have a good night. I just. Oh, wait, not like that. This. There we go. But no, I was watching Rich, and I had to check out. I had to check out. Couldn't watch it no more. I honestly don't like when he goes into talking about old consoles and old technology and shit. And the reason I don't like it is because he just goes on about stuff that I don't know about anybody else, but me personally, I'm already freaking aware of. It's like I already know about it, you know? And so I'm just like, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Cannot do it. Yeah, he goes on about just old game technology and whatnot, and I'm so aware of most of it. And then it's like, I don't know, man. I just shit. That looks too. I just me personally, I'm aware of it. I don't need to. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I end up checking out. I'm like, I can't do this no more. I can't watch this. I'm already aware of most of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would think a lot of people would already be aware of stuff. But it's just for me personally, I'm just like, I know this stuff, and then some of it's kind of false information. They weren't really all that special. The NES had chips, yes, okay, fine, but I never thought of them as being anything all that interesting or special because um I didn't think of them as being very special because it was just simple mapper chips, so I didn't think much of it. So the only thing that was coming to my mind was like lockout chips. That's it. And I know that and then he starts. I hate when people start explaining shit to me like I'm fucking stupid and I'm not aware of this shit. Dude, I'm a year older than you. I was around for this shit, Rich. I fucking know. I fucking know. Fucking know, dude. Sitting there trying to explain shit to me I'm aware of. Dude, I know. I know all about it. I'm very much aware of it. Super Nintendo chips, most especially. There were a lot. Several chips were just called the DSP chips, which is funny considering Dark Side Phil. Uh, and yeah, I can't with this. I can't with this. I gotta go to my channel and get away from this. This is obnoxious. Extremely obnoxious. I gotta go. I gotta go. I also hate feeling like I'm being preached down to and being spoke to like I'm a dumbass. I'm not a dumbass. I'm very aware of stuff. Not a dumbass. So I'm not Philip Burnell. I'm not Philip Burnell. Philip Burnell wouldn't know this shit. He wouldn't know any of this shit. Ollie, how are you? You been doing all right? It's nice seeing you. Ain't seen you in a while. That's good. I should be in bed right now. To be honest, I should be in bed right now. Ah, okay. Okay. We all need breaks. We definitely need breaks. We all, for sure, need breaks. Holy crap. Breaks are very necessary. I'm just saying. Just saying. Life. I think I think life in general, there's a lot in life, and we just got to take breaks from things because otherwise we'll lose our goddamn minds if we don't take a break. Know what I mean? My planned schedule for video releases was going to be every 4 days, and now I find myself more tired and releasing one every 2 weeks. It's it's hard. It's hard to care after a while. After a while, it's hard to really want to keep pushing, you know? After a while, you don't want to push anymore after a while. It's like, why am I doing this? I can't figure out why I'm doing this. Do I have to keep doing it? I don't want to keep doing it. Can we stop doing it? Can I move on? That kind of thing. That's how I feel. That's how I feel most of the time. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But yeah, it's just like, the hell? there we go. Is that the darkest one? I can't tell which is the darkest one and which is the lightest one. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I just do this. That's all it does anyways. Goodness. Finished off a saga that was highly anticipated in it. Why is my monitor facing the wrong way? That's too far. There we go. Paying off because my following finished a saga that was highly anticipated, and it's hard to find motivation to return to normal video release time. Uh, it's paying off because my following has not declined, and I've been getting a lot of compliments for my hard work. That's good. That's really good. I'm happy. It's hard to get stuff to grow, especially if something might be more niche. There are some things people just care about, more than other things. And so it can be hard. I know that because that's my problem. And then it's like, what am I doing that's different than everybody else? And the problem is there's nothing that I do that's different than anybody else. But people don't tune in for what you do necessarily. They tune in for you. They tune in to see you. They tune in to see you. Although some can be demanding, and I just can't stand that. Oh, God, yes. Some are like that, for sure. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely-lutely. There's people I just want to run from. There we go. There are people I absolutely want to run from. People I can't stand to be around. Oh, geez, I can't tell which is the one that I'm looking for. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. There we go. Just trying to get this. Halfway to 3,000, which is quite the compliment, and knowing partly it's because they want to see me making it all the worth it. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna try not to cry right now because I wish I could get there, but it's my fault that I'm not getting there. It's my fault I'm not even to 1,000 yet. It's my fault. I don't really do enough. But my real life is part of the problem. And I don't know if my real life will ever get straightened out enough to where I'm not having these issues. So, so I don't know if I'll ever get there. Ah, crap. Just now realizing. Oh, man. Yeah, because I'm still not video that takes me several days, and then not even half a day later, they already want to know. Jesus. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a lot to deal with. And I don't know about you, but I have hell staying motivated, you know? I'm surprised I'm doing what you see me doing right now. I've been able to do this pretty constantly, pretty consistently lately. And then there's jackasses like the one right now driving around, keeping me awake. This is why I'm not in bed right now. I knew they'd keep me awake. I hear the engines up and down the damn road. People driving up and down the fucking roads. It's fucking late. Go the fuck home. Fuck these people, I swear to God. Jesus. Well, you're doing better than me. I know that much. But I don't want to be here. You know? And I hate when I am here and I want to just share what I enjoy messing with and doing. But people don't really. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Every 5 fucking minutes. That's about how it is where I live. It's ridiculous, honestly. It's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot tell the grid being 8. There we go. It was basically 8 by 8. I can't tell what the hell I'm doing. I wanted to see what I was doing. Couldn't see what the hell I was doing. 3 castles. I just realized there were 3 castles. I'm just going to line these up down here. How many tiles are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? So 8. It'd be 8 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here. Splits right down in the middle. This is how it splits. Because for some reason when you use it in the software, it splits it and then just lines it up top to bottom. It's really weird. So that tells me where things can be and can't be. Okay, I can move the tower and the whatchamacallit right here. I can move that here. I can move that here. It's amazing how some busy people can be even at the dark hours of the night. If I'm not asleep by 5 a.m., then it's morning car rush. I think why I struggle to release a video sooner because of school and making and it making me tired. I'm just tired because of living where I live. It's just hard to live here. But I'm sure you understand that. Knowing where the hell to put these is a pain in the ass. Just want to line them up by it like that. I lost my grandma a little over a weeks or a week ago. My brain and emotions have been, yeah, yeah, that'll do it. I'm sorry. I know that all too well. It's hard to even just want to think about, you know. I try not to think about my dad, and sometimes it still pops into my head. Like I'll just start thinking about him involuntarily, and then I'll turn into a miserable wreck. I'll get tired. Ugh, I hate that. I hate how that looks. I hate how that is. Why is that like that? See, and now I want to fix it because I'm seeing it. I'm noticing it, how it runs into each other. Fucking, oh, I hate that. I don't like that. I hate it. Pixels unlined up and everything. They're just all over the damn place. Just trying to get through the spring semester and have a consistent video time frame. It's hard to juggle stuff. I think my problem is I'm such a weak-willed bastard that I give up and I just do other things. I think sometimes I have anxiety about being here because I worry that uh I'm nervous that I'll start streaming and somebody will come in and upset me. They'll aggravate me, they'll frustrate me, I'll get depressed and then I'll want to leave and I won't stream. I'm worried I'd just be wasting my time. I'd come on and just be like, people are upsetting me, ticking me off. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Really freaking ticking me off here. It's ticking me off here. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I turned into a wreck. And I just, oh God. And I don't think there's folks that'll upset me, but I don't think they mean to. I don't think they're trying to upset me. You know, I just end up getting upset. But it still is just, I don't know. I didn't make a lot of this. I didn't make it. I'm assembling an asset, some assets. I'm assembling from a game to be used in some software. And I'm that hoping it's okay, but it might not be okay. I'll find out later if it's okay. That's what I was trying to do, though, and I got it, and it's good, so I can move on now. Babies burp and flowers bloom. Everyone dreams, I can dream too. Up there, up. I I understand. I understand. I feel like I should stream more, but when I do, I don't know. I feel like the reason people don't show up as much as they used to, I think, is because of how I get, you know? How upset I get, how frustrated I get. Um, and I know a lot of people don't actually mean anything by it. And I think when I get upset, it makes them feel terrible, and then they don't want to come back, and that's my bad. That's my fault. And I think it's just sometimes I come on here when my mind is not in the right state, when my emotions are not in check. And I don't belong here. I shouldn't be here, and I don't realize it at first until I'm either crying my head off or I'm angry. And then I realize, oh shit, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's hard. I don't know. I don't even want to do videos. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm bored with YouTube. I'm bored and I'm not motivated. And part of the reason the motivation is gone is because I don't have the building. Like back when I started with 2016 when I started, holy hell, I was doing pretty good at that point. Wait, 2016, right? I was 36. Holy shit. Holy shit. I was 36. I'm 44, about to be 45. Holy shit. Sorry. I'm just thinking about that going, holy shit. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I'm fucking old. I'm old. I'm so old. Sophomore in high school. 2016. Huh. Yeah, I was in my 30s at that point. I was still pretty optimistic. I was waiting for some kind of decent internet. I think I tried harder also because I had things were more limited. I feel like I thought when I got broadband like I have now, I think I thought that once I got the broadband, I wouldn't have to work as hard. And I think I got that stuck in my head. And so I ended up not working as hard. And I ended up in the situation that I'm in now. And that's my fault. That's my bad. That's totally on me. Till 2023. I've been at this since 2016. I should have had way more subs. And there's several reasons why I don't, and I know there's several reasons why I don't. And I could go down a whole list of reasons as to why things are the way that they are, though. Um at one point my depression was hitting me so hard that I was like I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit for a few reasons though, right? I wanted to quit because crossing my arms like this, I look weird. It starts cutting out the wrong parts of me. I'm using the stupid AI background removal tool, and I'm using that because my green screen doesn't work very well. Oh, okay. Yeah, art. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I started. I was lonely. That's why I started. I started basically out of loneliness for attention, but I think I also thought I saw how some YouTubers were able to make a living, and I'm disabled and I'm on a I'm disabled and I don't like being disabled. I don't like being on a monthly check. I wanted to make a living and I wanted YouTube to be that, but yeah, yeah, and it didn't work out. It's not working out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, just keep working at it. Do what you can. Do what you can when you can, and I know your audience will understand. Just do what you can when you can. Your audience will understand. It's that simple. Pretty sure they'll understand that life is rough right now, and you can't always get there like you need to. But then you have to worry about the fucking algorithm. I fucking hate YouTube's algorithm. It's a bunch of bullshit. Having to pay attention to all that shit is fucking bullshit. Fuck the algorithm. The algorithm could suck a fat one. Okay. Bayonetta cross cosplay? Oh, yeah. Fantasy Ninja? What? Why can't you post anything from TikTok? Or do you mean, okay, do you mean like reacting to it? Stuff you reacting to, or what do you mean? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because all the copyright crap. That is a very, that is a very revealing outfit. Yep. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Oh God, I don't care about the Switch 2 at all. I hate that I'm seeing so much information about the Switch 2. I don't care anymore. I just don't fucking care about the Switch 2 anymore. I could fucking care less about the Switch 2. And so it frustrates me that I'm still seeing fucking bullshit about the Switch 2. I don't care about the Switch 2. I'm not getting one. It's too expensive. It's too expensive and the games are too expensive. The games are very expensive. 80, $90? Fuck me. Yeah, TikTok is I don't mess with TikTok. I don't look at it, I don't watch it, I don't care. Or what is this? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still on Twitter because I have um what is that word? Ty's not around. He would tell me the word because he's the one that said it. I curate. There, that's what I meant to say. I have curated the hell out of my account. I've muted words, I've blocked accounts, and I've just curated the hell out of it to the point that I don't see a whole lot of stuff that I don't want to see. Why are you showing? It's not what I thought. I like the original. I don't like the remake. I don't. I much prefer the original. The original Ron Mahaf. Ron Mahaf the original is a lot better. I don't really like the new one. The art style feels, I don't know. This just looks nicer. She looks, there's something about her looks that are a lot nicer in this. And then when you jump to the new one, I don't know. Her expression too. Look at her expression. Her expression here is softer and kinder and gentler. Here it's like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you like this? Is it I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the original. It's too, yeah, it's too bright. It's too bright. It's too, I don't know. I tried watching it. I don't like it. The intro theme especially. I hate the intro theme. The original intro theme is way better. The how does that song go? La 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 na 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 bum 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 da 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 do 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 do. I would play it, but I can't play it. My channel would get into issues. I wish I could delist my videos in Japan. Ugh. I don't like the new one. I don't like it. There was, and that's not the only anime that I hate. Here's the other anime that I hate. Let me go to Netflix real quick. I'm not gonna watch anything on Netflix. You're just gonna see. And I hate the fucking games. Fuck your fucking games, Netflix. Stop shoving it in my face. I don't give a goddamn fuck about your motherfucking games. Oh dear God. Anyhow, what was it I was watching? Uh, they only put one season of Konosuba. They only put one season and now it's leaving. I had to watch the other two seasons on Crunchyroll. My brother put Crunchyroll on my Chromecast in the living room and I was able to watch the other two seasons along with another series that chronicles um I can't remember her name. She's the witch that uses explosion magic. It chronicles her uprising and everything and her how she got to the point where she joins the other two in the main series. I watched both of those. I fucking love it. And I hope there's more. I hope there's more. I hope they're bringing more. It's a hilarious show. But that's not what I was going to show. Where is it? I don't even see it now. I can't find it. Yeah, see, there's the new Ron Mahaf. My list? No, I don't want my list. I want what I was watching, continue watching. Continue watching. Oh yeah, Rurouni Kenshin. I don't like the new Rurouni Kenshin. I don't like the new Rurouni Kenshin. I hate it. The original's better. Agretsuko? Yeah, I watched all of that already. Yeah, it's in my list. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch anything. I don't think showing the main page is gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, my list. Yeah, it should be on my list. Let me see. I don't see it. Where is it? Agretsuko. I watched it all. Agretsuko? I know I watched it all. They only got the first season of Eden Zero. They never put the other fucking seasons up. The other seasons are on Crunchyroll, but they're not dubbed. They're only subtitled. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, Agretsuko. I watched all of it. I've watched all of Agretsuko. Agretsuko. I don't know. Okay, you're gonna hate what I have to say, but I don't consider it anime. Just it's the art style just reminds me of Flash animation, and I don't consider it anime because of that. I know it's made in Japan. Technically, it is. Uncle from Another World is so awesome. They made it like there was more to be seen, and then there's no more. There's one fucking season. I want more. He has fucking magic powers and everything. He was in a coma, and because he was in the coma, he was in another world by way of the coma. And he learned magic while he was in a coma. He gets out of the fucking coma and has all these fucking abilities. I'm like, holy shit. Could you imagine me going into a coma, coming out of the coma, and having fucking powers? That would be crazy. Oh yeah, he was in a coma for a year. He comes out and was like, "It was a year here, but I was there for several hundred years. I gained powers beyond belief. All of a sudden, I'm moving shit around with my fucking mind and flying around and shit." Jesus Christ. Yeah. But I love Uncle from Another World. That's a good one. I'm trying to look for all my anime. The first Castlevania series is great. I love it. I love this Castlevania. With Trevor, with Trevor Belmont. I I watched Nocturne and it's time I will never get back. I hated Nocturne. I thought Nocturne was ass. First off, Annette. Annette is not black. She's blonde. All right? She's not fucking black. She's blonde. And I already know why they made her black in this. Do you know why they made her black in this? They made her black so that her and Richter have a kid, and later, if they make another series, the Belmont will be black. It was their way of making a Belmont black. They shoehorned her in as a black former slave, and then from there, her and Richter get together. They'll have a kid and offsprings, and any future animated series, the Belmont will be black. To pander. Yes, to pander. It's fucking stupid. Stop fucking pandering. If you're gonna do something like that, do something fucking original. If you can't be bothered to stick with the source material, yeah, well, let alone, it's not only that. It's not only that that pisses me off. Dracula in the games is the main villain. He's the main fucking villain. He comes back over and over again. He always comes back. They completely wiped that out from the animation, from the anime. They completely removed that shit. So they removed him from the equation in this series at the end of the series. It's the one thing I hate about this series is that by the time you get to the end of it, he comes back from the dead with his wife and they go off somewhere to live alone a happy life. Blah blah blah. Right? Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. That removes him from the equation. He's supposed to come back and be evil every time, you know? He doesn't stop coming back until the year 1999. In the year 1999, he is sealed away forever. And then, of course, later on after the year 1999, Soma Cruz comes into play. So they completely threw all that away when they were making the anime, and that's the thing that I think really bugs me the most. You know, Dracula's supposed to be the main villain, but they're like, nah, Dracula's not the main villain. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. It's almost 2 in the morning. Fuck. I haven't watched this. Magi, the something of magic. Haven't watched. I hope I don't get in trouble for looking at that. But yeah. Oh yeah, I watched all of Little Witch Academia. I thought it was adorable. This is an adorable anime. Little Witch Academia is an adorable anime. Um, I love My Hero Academia. I didn't think I would like it. Oh yeah, and Brand New Animal. I love Brand New Animal. I wish they'd bring that. I wish they would make more of that. I wish there was something else they could do with BNA. I love. I think so. I would look, but I'm scared. Like, I think I can look. Wait, that's not Little Witch? Okay, yeah, right here. No, 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 no. Sorry. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to click that. Now I have to go back to it. I wasn't trying to watch it. I was just trying to look into it. Where are we at? Where's she at? There it is. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to look at the seasons. Yeah, 2 seasons. 13 and 12 episodes. 2 seasons and she gets magic. And even then, you can tell she still has a ways to go. And her own idol is why she lost her ability to have magic, was because of her own idol. The woman she idolized is why she struggles to use magic. It's fucking that made me so angry when I found out that this girl has been idolizing that one witch or whatever, idolizing the fuck out of her, and it turns out it's because of her that she lost her that she struggles to have magic now. It was so messed up. It made me so angry. Oh yeah, Tiger and Bunny. I like Tiger and Bunny. It's an interesting take on superheroes. Yeah, because she was taking their magic. She was taking from them, and it wasn't right. Agent Elvis. I loved Agent Elvis. It's pretty good. It's a what if Elvis Presley was a secret agent. I haven't watched this. Why is this on my list? Punuru Kawaii Slime? Cute Slime? Okay. All right. I haven't watched all of this. I need to. Sailor Moon Crystal. I started watching it and then I stopped, and I don't know why I stopped. I've watched all of Seven Deadly Sins. All of it. I've watched all of it, and now I'm watching the Four Nights of the Apocalypse, which is really, really good. And all throughout the beginning of of Knights of the Apocalypse, they make like he's supposed to destroy the world. And no, they said no, he's not going to destroy the world. He's going to destroy Camelot, the world that King Arthur made, that is a separate plane of reality or whatever. I love Seven Deadly Sins. It's so good. Well, it's good to me. It's a little there's some what is that word they use whenever there's like sexually charged stuff going on? There's like sexual stuff. It's not actual sex, but like Meliodas constantly grabs at oh god, what is her name? Elizabeth. He constantly grabs Elizabeth's tits. He's constantly sticking his face under her skirt and everything. But it turns out they've been in love for years, it turns out. And he doesn't do that with anybody but her. it's a really pervy romance, but at least it's only her. He doesn't try to do that with anybody else. It's only Elizabeth. So at least it's that. I mean, yes, it's pervy, but it's just for her. And that's kind of sweet in a weird way. Yeah, but she kept coming back. It couldn't be helped. He knew, she'd be keep being born into different like tribes and shit and whatnot. So she kept coming back those different ways, but thankfully the curse and everything got removed. But yeah, towards the end of it, it's like they got, his dad, Meliodas, the king of the what demons. They took care of him only for some weird creature, the chaos or whatever, to show up and them have to deal with that. It was so fucked up. Hey, Parbs. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to get the fuck out of there. Rich was just kind of getting under my skin. I fucking hate when he sits there. It's like, dude, I know most of this shit. Why are we going over this? And he's gone over it before. Yeah, it was driving me crazy. It was like, dude, most of this is pretty common knowledge, Rich. Why are you going over this shit? We fucking know. A lot of us know. What's the point? Well, kind of, but no. It was him just talking about it. He's talked about this shit before. Oh, yeah. Sega fanboy, yeah. It's like, that's all they were as a fucking fanboy. Oh, it's washed out. Review Tech USA or The Basement or whatever the heck he's called now. But anyhow, I was over watching his stream. I'm a mod there, but what's the point of being a mod? You have no real actual responsibilities. He just does it to his favorite people, I guess. I don't know. I guess I should feel honored that I'm one of his favorites and I've been there so long. I don't fucking know. But it's just every time he starts talking about the old consoles and shit, I check out. For the most part I check out because he starts sitting there like he's some kind of aficionado on the shit, and I'm like, dude, I know this shit. And the NES, all they had was some fucking mapper chips on the NES. It wasn't much. It wasn't much of anything. It wasn't on the level of the DSP chips. Like they're literally called the DSP chips, by the way. There's like DSP 1, 2, 3, and I think 4, and then there's these other two chips, and then there's the FX chip, you know, and like, uh, and that's what Super Nintendo had. And now I sound like him, by the way, but I'm just saying, for clarity, I know this shit. A lot of us know this shit. Why the fuck, God? Oh, I'm pretty sure they knew. I'm pretty sure a lot of them knew. Because a lot of people were chiming in. Either way, it's fucking obnoxious. Yeah, but him and I were the one kind of going back and forth about it. And it was just kind of annoying the fuck out of me because I felt like I was being like talked down to like I'm a dumbass. Dude, I fucking know this shit. And even if it's shit that the information I have is a little off on, I still fucking aware of most of it. I'm just like, dude. And there was shit in the comments I was going over before he would ever research it. I was like, it's called scaling and rotation. Mode 7, scaling and rotation. Scaling and rotation. Scaling and rotation. Rich, it's scaling and rotation. Scaling and rotation. I'm saying the shit over and over in the fucking, and then he looks the shit up, and then it's like, then he calls it what I've been saying it is in the fucking chat. Like, I saved you some fucking time. You didn't have to fucking sit there researching the shit. There were and I wasn't the only one. We fucking look. We already sat there. We're saying what the fuck it was. I don't know. I get tired of it. I get tired of that shit. So yeah, I checked out. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. I want to get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. This is getting annoying, to say the least. I gotta go. This is getting annoying. And I didn't want to sit there blowing my top over shit. That was the other thing. I didn't want to blow my top over anything. You know? So I came back here and started messing with this stuff. It's like, you know what? I'll do my own stream. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I know what I have to do. I lost focus of what I was doing. Oh yeah, I need to make more like angular stuff like this. Ugh. And my sinuses are giving me hell and I don't know why. I don't know why my sinuses are giving me hell. Let's see. And I don't see why a lot of his audience wouldn't know because he's gone over this shit before. It's like, dude, people know. Oh, wait. Damn it. I guess. To me, it was just fucking annoying. I had to get out of there. I was just fucking tired of it. Hmm. Dude, I could just take this right here. Yeah. I'm getting them from a. Well, I'm getting them from something. Um. Um. I'm getting them from something called RPG Maker Super Dante for the Super Nintendo. It's one of the earliest versions of RPG Maker, and I'm just trying to make an asset, uh, like an asset pack. But I'm making some tiles up because there's a lot of stuff it doesn't have. And there was a lot of tiles I started making up. There was not much of anything to the desert tiles. There wasn't much to that. These two tile sets I completely made up myself because there was just stuff that wasn't in there. Uh Made a snow tile set because there is no snow in that game, like anywhere. There's no freaking snow in the overworld. So I had to make up I had to just color the grass tile to look like snow. Look like it's covered in snow. I don't know. I think I got it though. I think I got what I wanted to get out of it. Excuse me. There's not a whole lot of tiles to work with, so there's not a whole lot I can put into this. Yeah. Well, people aren't going to stick around if you're only talking to the people who are paying you, you know? You know? People aren't going to want to stick around. If you want to keep people around, you have to talk to more than the people that pay you. I mean, yes, you should give them top priority. I'm not saying don't give them top priority. You definitely want to give them some top priority, but it doesn't mean don't look at the other stuff. That's from doing videos. He did not need to stop doing videos. Okay, I get it. He didn't care for that channel anymore. He got rid of the channel. Okay, fine. But he didn't need to stop making videos. Videos bring people to the live streams. You can't just do the live streams. And I know this and I still don't. I don't do that. Goof, you don't do videos much anymore. Yeah, I know. There's nothing really I want to talk about right now. How many different ways can I sit here and bitch about how pissed off I am with the Switch 2 announcement? There's only so much you can say. There's only so many ways you can say fuck Nintendo, fuck the Switch 2. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm moving the fuck on. As it is, I feel like I owe people now because I was so goddamn sure that the Switch was going to have features that it didn't end up fucking having, which if it had had those features, it, it if it would have had the features that I thought it was going to fucking have, it would have been worth that price tag, but it doesn't have those fucking features. The dual screen shit, being able to use your TV like the Wii U, being able to wirelessly send information from the Switch 2 to the dock, have dual screen gaming. If it had had that shit, it would be worth the $450 fucking dollars, but it doesn't have that shit. Doesn't have any of that shit. So now I feel like I owe people. I got to do something for people because I was fucking wrong and I said I would do something if I was wrong because I was so sure that I was right. Now I just have to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. I know. Fuck. 60, 70, fine. Why are they pushing 80 and 90? Are they fucking retarded? Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I'm not going to do a fucking video because there's no fucking point to doing a video. People can clip this. Here's what's wrong. Here's what's wrong with Nintendo right now. The problem is we don't have people like Iwata running the company anymore. Iwata wasn't really a businessman. Iwata, and I feel like rich now. I'm rich now. Iwata wasn't so much a businessman as he was a creative. He was a gamer and he was a creative. He understood that you had to have stuff at a decent price. He understood keeping things to where people could, you know, afford them and everything like that. Him and Reggie both. The problem is, do you know who's running Nintendo right now? Businessmen. And what do businessmen want to do? Make money as much as fucking possible. That's their number one fucking priority. All right? That's why the Switch 2, it's greed, pure and simple. That's why the Switch 2 is $450 and even $500 with a fucking digital copy of a fucking game. And that's why games are now 70, 80, and 90. Because greed. That's why. They have, okay, whenever there's a businessman in charge of a company, a pure businessman, okay, they have this thing where if the company comes off the back of a successful generation, they let it go to their fucking heads. They think they can do no wrong, and they think that people will pay a fucking premium for their fucking hardware. And so these types of people that are running Nintendo think that we're all going to be stupid enough to spend that much money. Guess what, motherfuckers? We have fucking options. I could get a fucking Steam Deck and play my entire AAA fucking library on the go on a fucking Steam Deck for only $400 fucking dollars. I have an established library of fucking games that I can play. Or, hey, here's a thought. I want to get into VR. I could pay $300 for a whatever the fuck the company, and a Quest 3S. A Quest 3S is only $300. I could get into VR. People have options, Nintendo, you stupid fucks. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm done. I'm so pissed off about it. It's so fucking stupid. 80 and 90 and 450, and new people are saying it might be over 500 after tariff. Yeah. Guess what? Switch 1 backward compatibility is being done with emulation. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Not all the games are going to work on. That's what I figured. So they were spending time doing emulation. That's why they were shutting. No, I believe you. I know you're not. I believe you. That's why they were shutting down those emulators left and right. That's why they were shutting it down left and right. And that's why some of them they were making backdoor deals. Backdoor deals? I don't think that's the right way to put it. Backroom deals. They were making backroom deals with them to shut it down. And what they were doing is they were looking at the emulators, and they were studying those emulators to improve their own emulator. No, I believe you. I believe that 100%. They weren't really making the chip compatible. They weren't making the operating system compatible with old games. No, they were making a fucking emulator to run Switch games. Which is what the PS3 does with PS2 games, by the way. I have a PS3. And PS2 games, or not PS2, well, no, yeah, I think even PS2, but PS2, yeah, PS2 games on the PS1 and PS2 games are emulated on the PS3. They're emulated. That's fucked up. Yeah, no, see, no, that doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's back up a second. The reason that doesn't make sense to me is both fucking chips were made by fucking Nvidia. Are you telling me Nvidia couldn't be bothered to help Nintendo make sure that their software could be played on the new chipset that was made for the old chipset? Are you telling me that? Because let's back up a bit. CPUs and GPUs, when it comes to PCs and other hardware, it doesn't usually, I might be wrong, I'm not a software engineer, but it usually doesn't take that fucking much. I can play shit that's old. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. They could have, that's not the point. I don't, no. What I'm trying to say, they don't have to build it into the chip. I'm saying, couldn't they have just, when the operating system was being built, use the operating system to make it compatible without having to straight up emulate? You know, there had to have been another way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just irritated with Nintendo. I'm so pissed off with Nintendo. They are just meanwhile, if I were to emulate the original Switch on a Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure every game would be compatible. So that tells me that their emulators are shitty. If it's just an emulator and there's games that don't want to run, they have a shitty emulator. That or the hardware is just not that good, but I don't think so. I don't think it's the hardware. I don't think it's the hardware. I think it's just Nintendo. It's just Nintendo. Nintendo's dumb. Dumb and greedy. Dumb and greedy. Status? Status, in other words, in other words, what you're trying to tell me is as they release what is it called? Not software, but firmware updates to the Switch 2, as they release firmware updates, more games will probably become compatible. It's just that the emulator's not quite there yet. The emulator wasn't ready for prime time. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. The status. The status meaning eventually there could be other games compatible. See, because when they talked about the backwards compatibility, here's what I thought. Here's what I thought. Here's what I thought. When they talked about backwards compatibility, oh Jesus. So here's what begs the question. Here's what begs the question. What about all those indie titles? There's tons of indie titles. Are they going to work out of the box? Is there stuff in my library that's going to work? I don't know. I'm not getting a Switch 2. I'm not getting one. If I do, it'll be years later. Here's what I think is going to happen. There were places in Europe and the UK that it's sold out. Okay, hear me out. There are places there, and that's what I read. I read that the Switch 2 already sold out in a lot of stores there in the UK. Those were the diehards. Okay, those were the diehards. They were going to be willing to pay that premium. But what about the long run, the long term? I don't think the population at large, I don't think Switch 1 owners at large, moms bought their kids a Switch and whatnot. I don't think the everyday consumer at large is going to be willing to pay that. Okay? I don't think so. We're seeing them sell out right now because that's the diehards. In the long term, I don't think the Switch 2 is going to be a big success unless they drop the price of things. That's what I was just saying a while ago. That's what I was just saying. I can guarantee you if I don't have a Steam Deck, but if I had a fucking Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure that that list of compatible games would be way more compatible with an emulator on the Steam Deck than they would be on Nintendo's own actual fucking hardware. Nintendo doesn't fucking know what they're doing. They don't fucking know. And then they fucking squash all these people who know what they're doing and do it either for free in their spare time or with donations. People who are way more skilled, talented, and passionate, they squash them. Jesus Christ. What a shit show. Good job, Nintendo. Good job, jackasses. Then you want to charge that much? Fuck off. Fuck off. Hang on, I got something for this. Hang on, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Where's it at?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Oh wait, it didn't have it on the right thing. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. It didn't have it on the right thing. Okay, let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Emulation of Switch 1 is being done a fair bit in hardware using shader recompilation and an efficient CPU emulation, so it is not completely software. Huh. Okay. It is still emulation, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Hear me out. Maybe it's not emulation. Hear me out. Maybe it's kind of like Wine. You know what Wine is, right? For Linux, Wine is not an emulator. Wine is a compatibility layer. Maybe it's not an emulator. Maybe it's a compatibility layer. It's not really an emulator. It's a compatibility layer, and that compatibility layer is iffy. It took Wine years to get as good as it's gotten. It took Wine years. So I get the feeling that this. Huh. Well, what do you think? Wine. Well, Wine is making it's making it compatible through code, and it's still not emulation. That's why I think the way you're describing it reminds me of that. It reminds me of Wine in that it's not really so much an emulator as it is just a compatibility layer, where it's probably maybe translating necessary code needed to make it run on the new hardware. Oh fuck no, I am not watching that bitch. Fuck no, I'm not watching that fucking English bastard. Fuck him. Fuck him. I hate that guy. I fucking hate him. I'm sorry, I don't like him. I fucking hate him. I have him blocked on social media and I have his channel blocked. I don't like the guy. I'm sorry. I don't like him. I'm not watching anything on him. I just don't like him. Something about him annoys the absolute fuck out of me. Something about him. Oh,
Oh, fuck
fuck
off.
off.
Fuck off.
Ocean water.
Oh, God.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
I can't believe I have that. And this one.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick and big taints.
I can't believe I have that. I have that now. I have three, four, five. I'm not an expert on hardware and emulation, but basically it is technically emulation and technically, yeah, okay. And it's going to take them a lot of effort to get everything working. God. That's if they want to spend the time and money on it. They might, at one point, they might feel like it's not worth the effort, and they'll try and get their first party games to run well, and then that's it. Good luck with the rest of that shit. Hope you kept your original Switch. Because they're a big corporation. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. Oh.
Ocean water.
I gotta get some more. Oh, yeah, I got this one.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Can you fly, Bobby?
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
I think you are the lowest of the low. I think you are the worst of the worst.
I need to get a thing for me to just kind of hit off to the side. It's a huge miss, in my opinion, because Switch 1 compatibility is a huge selling point. Yep. 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 I can't give enough of a fuck right now anymore, I meant to say. I can't give enough of a fuck anymore. Nintendo has just kind of dropped the ball so much. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Of course not. I'm not sorry, but I think it's just greed. I'm not sorry in that statement. I think they thought they could get away with that price point in order to maximize profits. I understand how businessmen think. I understand how corporate entities, the heads of corporate entities think. And I guarantee you, because the damn Switch, there's a version of the Switch in Japan that's only like 300 a total of 300 and something US dollars, like 320 US dollars. 320 fucking US dollars for a version of the Switch in Japan that is what is it called? Region locked. You're telling me that the necessary code to make it not region locked is worth over $100 fucking dollars, over 150 fucking dollars? No, fuck off. They could have charged less for this son of a bitch everywhere else. They didn't fucking want to. They were trying to maximize their fucking profits. They're fucking greedy. It's greed. It's fucking greed. Period. It's fucking greed. There's too much going on that points to it being greed and nothing more and nothing less. It's fucking greed. I think that's why they kind of the Nvidia adjusted the it's a special, apparently. Well, they say this. They said the same thing about the Switch 1. They were like, "Oh, it's special. It's a special chip that we worked on especially for the Switch." And it wasn't a special chip at all. No. The original Switch 1 did not have a special chip. It was just an off-the-shelf chip that they had that worked. No. Well, what I was saying is they apparently the chipset, and when they say the chipset, I'm pretty sure it's just another chip they threw on the motherboard, on the MOBO. There's just another chip that they fucking threw on there to help with the DLSS. It's not, I guarantee you it's not on the GPU, it's not on the CPU. It's another extra chip sitting off on the side that helps with the DLSS shit. They're not going to go in there and build a whole new chipset for Nintendo with the special blah, blah, blah that they said. They had it ready for 2 years now, and it's already outdated. Motherfucker! Yeah. That's Nintendo for you. They drugged their fucking asses. They drugged their asses, and then what were they doing all this time? Deciding on how to screw people financially? That's what I think. How much money can we screw out of our consumer base? That much? Well, we finally settled on that. Let's put it out there. I don't know, man. Here's my thing. All that power, all that graphical capabilities doesn't mean much to me when the games are upwards of $90 fucking dollars, 80, 90 fucking dollars. I can't be bothered to give a fuck. There's no good reason Mario Kart World should be 80 fucking dollars when they just released a Zelda game that was 70 fucking dollars. You're telling me this game had to have 10 extra dollars slapped on it? Why? Here's my thing. You know there's going to be DLC. You know there's going to be fucking DLC on that fucking game. There's going to be fucking DLC, and they're going to want to charge you for some of that fucking DLC. But yet they're going to charge you 80 fucking dollars for this fucking game. Bitch, you better be giving me that fucking DLC later on for free. It's greed. I'm going to sing it from the mountaintops. Fucking greed. They could have got away with at least just $400. They could have, and they didn't want to. Yeah, well, even that, yeah, like, I would have not been bothered by the price of the hardware if the price of the software hadn't jumped up $10, $20. If the software hadn't jumped up $10, $20, I would have no issue with saving up the money and buying a Switch 2. I would have no issue with that price point. But when you're sitting there charging $450 fucking dollars and then games can cost upwards of $90 fucking dollars, you've lost the fucking plot. You've lost the fucking plot, Nintendo. You've lost it. You've lost me. And Rich will sit there and he goes, yeah, I'm getting one. I can't wait to play those games. Yeah, I'm going to pay for that. He has, I don't know how, but he has I guess he gets a lot of money and tips and whatnot. He has the disposable fucking income to splurge like that. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't. Yeah, PS4 level graphics. Oh. That's okay. There was I can't remember who it was, but they looked at they analyzed the footage of Street Fighter 6 on the Switch 2, and they compared it to the footage, or they compared it to footage of like the Xbox and the PlayStation, and they said it actually looks better on the Switch 2. And they said that it's the first Switch 2 is the first console to actually, for that game, to use DLSS. There. I knew I'd get it out. No, a lot of us don't have that money. I would have swallowed my pride. Okay, hear me out. I would have swallowed my pride and everything, right? And I would have saved up the money and spent the $450 on the hardware if the games were still only $60, $70. But they're trying to go up to $80 and $90. They can suck my fat dick. Yeah. See, but if they're doing that with the DLSS, does it? Huh. Okay. All right. I don't know, man. I'm just. But. Yeah, but how good is it? How good does it look? I think that matters the most. And when you have people. But here's the thing. Apparently, they didn't notice any input lag. When they were playing Street Fighter 6, they didn't notice any input lag. But. I feel like, how good does it look? That's the main thing. If it looks that good, okay. But this is coming from a guy, honestly, who I don't think I actually care about the visuals that much. I said for a long time, I was not worried about graphics fidelity. I was worried about system stability. Do you understand what I was saying? I would have been fine with a hardware that it only ran at 60 hertz frames per second, 60 frames per second. I would have been perfectly fine if we still had the same level of graphics as the Switch 1, but it just ran better. I would have been fine with that. Because all I wanted to see was stable frame rates. Like on Switch 1, when you play the Doom ports, the frame rates are not stable and the resolution bounces back and forth. If they could have just kept it at like hell 720p 60 frames per second constantly, that's all I wanted to see. I wasn't worried about the graphics upgrading. I just wanted stability in gameplay and everything, and frame rates. That's all I wanted to see. Because that's all I care about at this point. I'm so, oh, look at me. I'm still into pixel art and shit. You know? Yeah. Right? And most of the I don't play anything over 1080p on this thing. 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's all I play. I don't try to up anything. Yeah, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a shit show. And I'll have no part of it. I won't. I'm not buying it either. I can't buy it. Hell, I couldn't even buy the original Switch. Somebody bought my Switch for me. Somebody, or they won it, and then they had two Switches, and they sent the other one to me in the mail. My Switch is one that was gifted to me. So I don't know. I spent a lot of money just upgrading my computer. When I upgraded it, I spent well over $200. Actually, I think I spent like 300 and something dollars. So yeah, no, I spent 300 and something dollars just upgrading my computer. I spent over $300 upgrading my computer. I had to. My other one's was going out. Yeah, plus here's the thing. Games on Steam will go on sale. Games on Steam will go on sale. First party Nintendo games don't get sales anymore. They don't put shit on sale anymore like they used to. There are games right now that are still. Yeah, they don't. Because, okay, so Nintendo used to have this thing called Nintendo Selects. And you could get, like, on the GameCube, they had Nintendo Selects, I think it was. And they would reissue games in a special box. And it'd only be around $20-$30. It would be, deeply discounted. They don't do that anymore. And they could easily do it because it's fucking digital. Yeah, they would. They would. And then they act like they're doing us a fucking favor by coming up with this shit where you can help share games. Because it used to be you could just kind of put your games on any device you had. It's greed. It is absolutely fucking greed. It's a fucking greedy move. Nintendo is turning into Microsoft and Sony. Okay, they're becoming like them. This is what happens when the old guard goes. Like I said, Iwata and Reggie Fils-Aimé. Satoru Iwata and Reggie Fils-Aimé are the ones who kept hardware from being too expensive because they weren't trying to maximize profits. Okay? They were more worried about keeping their consumers, making their consumers happy. And that meant keeping pricing down to a palpable point. $400 would have been more palpable. $60 and $70 are more palpable. $80 and $90 is not palpable. $450 to $500 is not palpable. I don't even care about Mario anymore. I haven't cared about Mario in a long time. I haven't given a fuck about Mario in a long time. I don't even play the games. I could emulate Mario right now because I have the ROMs. I don't play them. Because they're just boring now for the most part. I got frustrated with Mario Odyssey because the game is not completely done until you go back to the moon on the other side of the moon. You go jumping around on the fucking moon. You go around and do all this other extra shit. I didn't do the extra shit. It was obnoxious. It was annoying. It was overly difficult. It was frustrating. I was fucking done. Yeah, I don't fucking care. I've lost interest in Zelda. I have not bought a Zelda game since the Twilight Princess. I bought Twilight Princess. I haven't touched it since. I have not touched a Zelda game since. I did not buy Skyward Sword. I did not buy Breath of the Wild. I did not buy the one with Zelda as the main character. I did not buy Tears of the Kingdom. I have not cared about the series in a long time. I wouldn't doubt if somebody's working on it. Somebody right now is like, I can't wait to get one so I can analyze it, figure out how it's working, right? And then make an emulator just to see if I can do it. There are people. That's how people. That's how the minds of hackers and people that work on emulators. That's how their minds work. Let's see if I can do it. I'm determined to make this work really well. Let's see if I can do it. Probably, yeah. I don't know. I hate how Nintendo does things. Anyhow, it's almost 3 in the morning and I am tired. I did not mean to stay up this late. And my sinuses are giving me hell. I'll work on this stuff later. Oy. Yeah, you too, man. I appreciate it. Oh. Have a good one.